Hello, beautiful divine collective. Today's message is going to be for the Omen of the Fox. I'm really getting a grandmother figure here in this moment with this fox message. Also, I mean, it could be a mother figure, but really this like feminine nurturing energy and a little bit of friskiness and just kind of like sly. That kind of like playfulness of the fox is really coming through. So let's see what messages we have here for you. Okay, let us go ahead and see all that we have here. I'm feeling for you, this is a moment of rejuvenation, of self-care, of rebirth, of breaking through. And I'm getting, this is interesting because I'm getting this is the energy of this person that I'm reading, this like fox energy, or maybe the person showing up as a fox, or there is a grandmother figure here. But we have our blue Tara and other energies here showing there is good luck coming up from the past. You have been a warrior, you have been on this path of dedication, on this path of willpower, and it is showing up right now that is going to come through for you. And it's the spirit, it's the spirit of the grandmother, this grandmother person that you're tapping into. Maybe they had to go on a similar life journey of finding themselves, of you can honor where you came from, but at the end of the day you cannot deny who you are. And there's this acknowledgement of breaking through and starting to create your own life, showing gratitude for what your parents or the people who raised you, being grateful for what they could provide you, but then also having to carve your own way, having to find your own destiny, having to find your own happiness and your true happiness, discovering yourself. Okay, and since we also have fox energy here, I just want to see what animal spirits might be coming up in this moment. Okay, well, there we go. We have moose on the back of the deck with wisdom, if that means anything for you. We have goose with inner knowing. I'm definitely getting Mother Goose right now. Or aren't there like fables of Mother Goose? A lot of feminine energy here with orca whale, adventure. We also have the horse with freedom. And we have the snow leopard. I'm getting a lot of like northern hemisphere and definitely like winter vibes in this moment. Right now when I publish this, it is winter in the northern hemisphere, but I'm really getting the sensation of being out in the cold and like kind of like having this like ritual every single year, whether it's migrating or whether it's hibernating or whatever whales do. I think they probably like migrate, but they're migrating throughout the year anyway, or just having this kind of like refresh. And even having like a moment of like, I'm staying indoors, so now I can focus on the self-care. I can focus on my community. All of these are like herd animals. All of these are always like traveling in packs. Snow leopards, I feel like you can sometimes see them alone, and this is self-reliance here. But again, like the like moms have like cubs, and it's like they can be like raised in families too, and then they can go out on their own. So this is really acknowledging it's like the honor of my lineage, the honor of the legend of my family, of my predecessors, is that the word? Just like the honor in the paths that they have gone on and who they became. And not only did they give me wisdom to be able to achieve what they did, but they also gave me the strength and inner courage to be who I am. And I think that's where the playfulness is coming in, is that there's a unique playfulness here. There's a unique playfulness here, especially in this moment of rebirth and breaking through. And this does come with a lot of good luck. When you lean into who you truly are, it does come out with a lot of luck and good energy, a lot of auspiciousness, a lot of care from the universe to have the courage to show who you truly are. This is very beautiful energy. And we also have the whale here. And we will take the strength of what our family and what our ancestors have given us. And they are here to give you answers right now. If you are looking for answers, if you are looking for a map, if you're looking for clarity at this time, your ancestors are here to give it to you. They are here to help. They're here to support you, even if perhaps what you're doing may be going directly against what was true for them. But that doesn't, and it's like if they had like a saying, and then it's like, oh, like, never do that because that'll equal a bad thing. And it's like, and if you're finding out that when you do that thing, it doesn't equal a bad thing, is that it actually works for you. Take that as a sign that it's okay. It's like what you're doing is absolutely fine. You don't have to take their word for 100% truth. Take more the energy of, I am following my intuition. I am following that up with evidence and with logic and with, you know, still doing things in like a legal and respectful way, still respecting your finances so that you're not like drowning yourself or putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. You know what I mean? And you're still like following the law. You're still being an upstanding member of society. And it's okay to go against what they once said was right. I mean, they can see from a higher dimension that's like the true authentic energy. And it's like, are we really here to be mad at like the three-dimensional world and, you know, hold like a three-dimensional world to its like what seems to be its boundaries? Or are we going to let the three-dimensional world serve us in multiple ways where it can not serve someone, it can serve someone else? One man's trash can be another man's treasure. Definitely, if you would like more clarity and guidance from your ancestors, but you are having trouble deciphering messages, or if you would like to just get a deeper experience with that, you can look for personal readings. Not only do I do private individual sessions, but I also do virtual meetings if you would like that experience and just getting further in tuned with your ancestors and hearing any messages that they have for you. Okay, and since this is talking about really kind of like this, where you are in your life and this transformation and in this rebirth, I'm going to go ahead and look at a 4-dimensional timeline for you. So you, the viewer, what is your 4-dimensional timeline right now, past, present, and future? This is going to give me past, present, and future of your timeline. Past, present, and future of your timeline. And let's go ahead, past, present, and future of their timeline. And if our Fox energy has any messages for you on this timeline, any maybe perhaps warnings for the future, or any guidance for the future, anything that you should know about the future, may this energy come out now. This energy from this Fox person, from this grandmother figure, from this female divine figure. What wisdom does she have for us now? And we have Temperance on the back of the deck, number 14. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of energy here. Let's just go ahead and flip everything over. I feel like there's this feeling here of like, I missed an opportunity. I had that opportunity and I missed it. Oh no. Okay, and then let me go ahead. Okay, before I dive into that information, I also have a bunch of cards here that landed out right in front of me. It's not on this mat. It's like right in front of me, off the mat. So let's go ahead, because this is going to be you. This is going to be your current energy. So let's go ahead and digest this first before we get into all of this. So this is our Queen of Wands, our Knight of Cups, Judgment, and then we have the Nine of Wands coming out over this King of Swords. We have the Nine of Wands, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Eight of Wands, okay, Justice, okay, Knight of Wands upright, okay, let's just take a deep breath, because this is actually good. This is actually good. I mean, I'm not saying that you haven't been through it. You have gone through it. You are an experienced adult. You're an experienced adult. You've gone through it. This ain't your first rodeo, hun. Oh my goodness. But so it's like, you know, maybe you already know that you like got it, but things aren't, I'm not saying that things are like the easiest or haven't been the easiest, but they also haven't been the hardest. And we are moving forward. We are saying our affirmations. We are moving forward. We have integrity with our intentions. We have integrity with our actions, and we are showing up. We are doing the work. We are doing it with a good attitude. We are doing it with pure intentions, and that is going to slingshot you forward. There is this feeling of, in the past, I have missed an opportunity. There was an opportunity there, and my energy wasn't aligned, and I missed it. And I am here to say it is still on the board. You have not missed anything. You can still tap into this Ace of Pentacles. You can still tap into this Wheel of Fortune. You can still live this abundant, generous, beautiful life. You can absolutely tap it in. It is always and forever here for you. Even if you miss like an opportunity, like, oh no, like you did a job interview and you just kind of like, it didn't go well. Or maybe you were like in between places or something like that, and like an opportunity came up and you were like, I don't know if I can actually take this because I don't know if I'm gonna be here in a month or something like that. I mean, sometimes your life is just up in the air. I'm here to tell you it's okay that opportunity passed by. We can manifest a better one. We can manifest a different one. But this auspicious energy, this energy that's here for you to be abundant, to have money, to live a beautiful, affluent life, that is always and forever here for you, especially when you continue to tap into healing yourself and finding yourself. We have the Five of Pentacles here. We also have the Tower. We also have the Devil in reverse. Thank God. That is deep, powerful healing. I never really liked the Devil upright, but I always love the Devil in reverse. Whew. That is healing your inner child. That is healing past wounds, past trauma wounds. That is deep healing. That is like, I mean, healing your ancestral line. That's healing your DNA on a quantum level. That's coming out in your present moment of what you're doing right now. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. With the Five of Pentacles and our Devil in reverse here, you're doing, I mean, you have been doing extreme, beautiful healing work. You've been on this path, and I think you're actually going to start to see the results. I think you're now going to start to see the ripple effect out in your 3D life, because a lot of that healing work is internal, and a lot of the time you do that in internal healing work, and it's like you don't necessarily move apartments or move homes immediately. You don't immediately go from like, you know, living in maybe just like a ranch style home to like a 10-bedroom mansion or something like that. Not that there's anything wrong with a ranch style home. I actually totally prefer that. If you care about my personal preference, not that that matters. Anyway, or like, you know, maybe you'll do like the inner child work, you do like the internal healing work, but you don't necessarily change your jobs, or you don't necessarily immediately get a promotion within your job. That's okay. That's okay. But I'm now starting to see, it's like, even if you have seen that kind of effect in your life, I also see that more is going to come. More is going to come. Those might have been a sign for you got a promotion in your job, but now maybe you're going to get a new job where you're getting paid more, where maybe you like the coworkers more, maybe it's like an easier schedule for you, maybe you're still getting a promotion with like titles and with like income. So that's great. I'm really starting to see that's kind of like the timeline of where we are at right now. We are entering into the void, and I think there's a lot of wisdom and intuitive downloads that you have at this moment, and you have entered into the void, and it's like you are learning these things. You are learning these things, and I think it's going to be this like cycle of like, I've done so much healing and I've learned so much, and oh my god, I'm like so enlightened, I'm so at this like point, and then we're going to come back down again and be in our student position again. We're going to go from like student to teacher back to student again, and I think this is just acknowledging that It is okay to have honor and pride around the healing work that you have done, because you have done tremendous healing work. This is changing your life. This is like changing the tides. This is changing your life. Like the winds are changing. The universe is going to change around you for the change that you have done within yourself. And I think it's acknowledging that it's like you are okay to be honored of the work that you have done. You're okay to be honored of being an amazing person and having done the work. Even if you have to return back to being the student, when you have to return back to being open and receiving information and receiving lessons, you can still be proud of the work that you have done in the past. When you are in high school and you enter high school as a freshman, you are still learning things, but you can be proud of all that you learned, pre-K through 8th grade. Or what you learn from ages like 4 to 13 or 5 to 13 for people that are outside the US. Anyway, but that's what I'm seeing with where you are at in this timeline. And again, it is calling. So in the future, you absolutely have the growth happening in front of you. You may not have the results, the exact results that you want yet, but you do have the growth evidence in front of you. So that is where your future is at, is you are still going to be on this path. You are still going to be on this path of your soul calling. You might still be trying to find your soul tribe. But I think those people will just be magnetized towards you. Those people you'll be magnetized towards each other. You will find each other wherever you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. But this is saying you are still on your soul path. You still have abundant opportunities to manifest and anything you desire, anything, all the money, all the things, all the experiences. You can absolutely do that. And it's just calling to just keep on that path. And as long as you see growth, as long as you see evidence, as long as you see growth, and as long as your heart sings when you do this work and you have these intentions and you see it through, that'll get you places. Especially, okay, in the back of the mind, we have the temperance with change, with transformation, for 14 and 13. I really am seeing that right now the willpower and the dedication is going to bring the biggest transformation to you, and perhaps volunteering, or it's coming up with this idea of like just doing selfless acts, helping people and being generous in that sort of manner will absolutely bring in the manifestations quicker. And just really tapping into doing that volunteer work, being selfless, and keeping up the dedication, keeping up the willpower, keeping up the motivation, that will get you so far wherever you would like to go. And definitely let's remind ourselves, this was the energy right in front of you. Please keep on this path. Keep on this path that lights your soul on fire. Keep on this path that you are divine and powerful and can create absolutely anything out of nothing. This will keep you on this awakened path, and you will realize what boundaries are serving you and which are limiting you. And I promise you, once you realize that, there is going to be no hesitation. You are going to break free so quickly, and you will see justice so quickly if that situation comes up for you. But I'm really seeing at this moment in time, everything, as long as it feels good, you're showing up and it feels good. It's like, it's okay if it's not exactly where it needs to be. You're seeing the growth, but keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward in this faith. Keep pushing forward in this faith, and keep being okay with readjusting, because that's going to break you forward, and that's going to bring you justice, and that's going to bring you so much success and so many results so quickly for your current energy. Okay, I want to see, what is the energy of this fox person? What is the energy of this fox person? Can you show me the energy of this fox person? Can you show me the energy of this fox person? Can you show me the energy of this fox person? Can you show me the energy of this fox person? Can you show me the energy of this fox person? Okay, we have the 10 of Wands on the back of the deck. We also have this person coming out We have these 10 of swords up here. So in this current moment, there might be some distance between the two of you. In fact, we have 2 10s here. So that's 2 closed out cycles. Actually, I spoke too soon. We have 3 10s here. 10 with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune coming out in reverse twice. We also have Temperance here. This person, okay, if they have passed on, they're 100% an angel that looks over you. They are an angel that can help bring in manifestations for you. There might be 3 generations here with the 3 10s, or an age difference of around 30 years. And we also have 2 temperances here with the number 14 adding up to 28. We have both the King and Queen of Cups out here. Wow, we have a divine partnership, a divine union. And that was going to be my next question, is I want to see the energy of this person, but I also want to see your connection and your relationship. There might be a divine union between the two of you. Ultimately, when I was shuffling this energy, and I was picking up just like very traditional, conventional, conservative, childhood and mindset, which is okay, we all have that. But this is also, I'm also seeing, especially with the 4 of Wands here and this King of Cups, this is definitely giving me, I had a very traditional upbringing. My father worked, my mother stayed at home, she sewed, she cleaned the house. I got married when I was, I'm thinking like young 20s. I want to say 22 for some reason. I got married when I was 22. My husband went off to war. He worked in the factory. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had 3 kids. I'm getting, but also I'm getting that energy, but I'm also getting this this identity that it's like, and that's what I love. Like, that's what I know, and that's what I love, and that is like my reality, that is my existence, rightfully so. As soon as I saw this Queen of Cups over here, I'm getting this energy, it's like, of maybe this mother figure wouldn't understand. Maybe you grew up and were like, oh my god, I love the Sex Pistols, and I love like rock and roll, and I'm gonna be a 1960s like punk grunge person. And it's like, maybe this maternal figure might not resonate with your path currently. And I am seeing that, especially coming up here with this Page of Swords and the 5 of Wands coming out over top. This is obviously a social conflict or disagreements between people, but I'm also seeing that since it's in the reverse, I'm seeing that it's either being passively handled and people are not directly handling it and they're just kind of like brushing it under the rug, or that this has been accepted and healed and moved on. And especially since it's coming out over the Page of Swords, I think it is calling that this is possible. This opportunity to learn from this and heal any disagreements that we have is possible at this time. Or if this person has passed on, this is just a message. They're definitely coming out as your angel, and then it's like that you should trust in what you are learning at this moment in time, and this process that you're going through at this moment of time, and not hold yourself to old limiting beliefs or old narratives that were there to once construct other people and once help guide other people, and it may have worked for them, but it might not work for you, especially if it feels overwhelming, especially if it doesn't feel helpful, and especially if it just feels limiting and it just feels like unnecessary work. And I think this was actually coming out with this Temperance in the reverse. I am seeing as this person being in union with Source, looking over you. I have like the eagle wings. They are one with the divine and with the earth. But with this Temperance in reverse, I'm hearing that it's like the rules that I once used for my willpower might not serve you best for your willpower. So the rules that I once lived my life with, I did that so I could provide a structure for my family. I did that so that I could get my work to actually work. So I could get my career to function and actually provide for myself and for my family. But those rules might not work for you. But you know You have done the healing work, so you know what traditions to let go of and what not to, especially what mindsets to let go of, what actions to let go of, and so that you can bring in stability, so that you can bring in good signs and good luck and good transformation, positive transformation, so that you can manifest what you write out, what you journal, so you can manifest what is in your mind, so you can build the type of life that you would like to live in this 3D world. This one, the one you're in, the one you're tapping, the one you're touching, that one, so you can be happy in that one. God, this is such a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. I would like to see if there are any angel oracle therapy messages here for you. Can we get an angel oracle therapy message from this fox person to our listener, to our viewer at this moment of time? What would this beautiful grandmother figure say to her mediumship? They're communicating with you. You might talk to them in your dreams. You might hear them in your meditations. I think you hear them every day. I think that oh my God, I raised you. That's what I heard. Like, I raised you. My voice is in you every day. That's so funny. We also have fairies on the back of the deck. If you like to use fairies or fairy magic, it is absolutely valid. I know a lot of people, just because it is the name fairies, they automatically think that it's like there is no actual like rituals or energy that are behind fairies, or that it's like fairies like aren't something that you can use. Fairies are absolutely something you can use. And in fact, this person, they might communicate with you through fairies. Fairies have because the fox energy, they have very funny energy. They're a little mischievous, just like the fox. So this person, especially if they have passed on, they're 100% communicating with you through fairies. That is so funny. It's the fox, it's the mischievousness. It's like this little rascal energy. Oh my goodness. I love this lady. I love her. I'm just assigning it a feminine energy. It doesn't have to be a female, but it does have this little rascal energy, which is so sweet. I love it. I get it. I love it. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you, beautiful divine collective. It has been an honor reading this fox person's energy to you. It is absolutely beautiful. If you would like more clarity or more details on your fox person, there are readings up on my website, laneliaison.com. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Bye.